Good morning and welcome to episode 14 of The Daily Light. Today I want to speak to you guys about hiding. And we all tend to hide when we know we're not acting to the best of our potential, that we're not carrying out the life that we should be living, that we're not carrying out the goals that we said we were going to accomplish. And to illustrate this with our relationship with God and really with everything in our lives, I want to read to you from the book of Genesis. And we all know the story. God created Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve ate the fruit from the forbidden tree. And here's what happens. In Genesis 3, it says, verse 8, it says, "They heard the voice of God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they, the man and his wife, hid from God among the trees of the garden. God called the man, saying to him, 'Where are you?' He said, 'I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid.'" And I want you to think about your life when you know you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And that can be in your relationship with God, or that could be in anything in your entire life. Because that's, as human beings, this is what sin causes. When you stop showing up to things, it's because sin is holding you back. And sin is what's going to stop you from fulfilling everything, all the beautiful things that God has for your life. So I don't even want you to think of sin right now as, you should feel guilty, you should feel this regret. But think of it as a brokenness that's stopping you from all the beautiful things that God wants from you. God is upset because He can't do that for you, not because you messed up. So let's get that straight right now. So when this happens, I want you to think of this beautiful thing that God created for Adam and Eve, and they messed it up. But still, God knew what they did. Of course He knew the moment that they bit into that apple that they did that, but He still went looking for them. He still went there. Where are you? And it wasn't God that stayed away first. It was us. We stayed away first. So here He is, looking for His people because He knows that they're broken. When God looks for us, when God sends people into our lives to look for us when we're struggling, when we're going through it, it's because He knows that we need that reconciliation in our hearts. And then Adam goes, we hid because we knew we were naked. And God's like, how do you know you were naked? And for us, that nakedness is that vulnerability, that shame when we're hiding, because we know very well we're not living the life that we're supposed to be living. So, straightening out your life, doing what you need to do in your life is not something that's going to happen, from morning to night. It's something that takes time. So the point of this is to just be open. Let God find you. The entire story of the Bible, as Fulton Sheen said, is not, us looking for God, man's pursuit of God. It's God's pursuit of us. He created us. He wants a relationship with us. And even after the fall, He came looking for us. He didn't come down and send a wrath into the garden and destroy everything. He came looking for us to see how we were doing. Everything that happened afterwards was because we weren't open. We didn't ask for forgiveness. We didn't let God heal us. That's why He had to send Jesus. So, guys, know this. It's all about just being open, being aware of your situation right now, whatever it be, in your relationship with God or whatever situation in life that's causing you to hide right now. Just be open about it. Talk to somebody about it. Tell them that you're struggling. That's what's going to help you come out of it. Hiding causes all of the bad stuff that happened in the Bible. But when you're open, when you voice it, when you just let it be known, that's when healing comes. That's when you're able to be held accountable so that you can move forward, restore your life, and live in the abundance that God created us for. Think about that today and have an amazing and blessed day.